Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Skya. This is another episode. Today is a very particularly special guest. This is Mike. Mike is my brother in the Feral Sharp community. This is
Boy,
a huge honor. Oi! So show him some love and respect like you show everyone else. And Mike is the bass player for RBNX.
I am.
That he is.
Gaia, thank you for doing this.
Anytime, anything for family. So tell us a little bit about your musical background.
Uh, I've been playing bass since I was probably like 16, 17. Playing guitar at probably 14, 15. Always into music, always singing and stuff. And yeah, had a band growing up in high school, and that kind of phased out. All those kids are playing in other bands now for the most part. And things went on. I started a couple of projects here and there. Nothing really stuck too well. Um, it just didn't last, you know, as that
It
does.
happens.
Yeah, plenty of bands that only, have a couple of years, few years that they kind of do their thing. But in 2011, I started RBNX, and those are my friends for a real long time, and it just gelled because of that kind of stuff, basically. We've been playing since 2011.
Longer than most marriages I know these years.
Uh, Knock on wood, both last. But I,
Man. So tell us a little bit about RBNX. God, I almost forget. Sorry,
no,
telling
you're
you,
good. No,
mind
you're
is
good. Imagine if we didn't shorten it up. RBNX, musically, we're definitely very political. We're hardcore punk. We play a lot of ska and reggae in there. Um, our earlier stuff is definitely punkier. Um, the stuff that we're writing right now is definitely like on the heavier side, more melodic. But like through and through, I would say that we have the same sound and we try to keep the same kind of vibe going on. But it's definitely hardcore punk, and yeah, it's got a message to it.
that's awesome. Tell us a little bit about your message and what you guys represent.
Uh, Not like hippies, but peace, love, and unity, man. Like the real shit, you know. Um, we're all about our community. We're all about watching the tides rise and bringing the ships up together. Um, we've been hanging around for so long and just like trying to do the right thing for everyone around us for the most part. You know, like politically, we're anti-fascist. We definitely stand with 161. Yeah, hell yeah. Uh, our political views are very much in that fashion. We're very much about anarchy, but the unity and getting away from all the bullshit of fucking two-sided politics.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. So tell me a little bit about the band's history. How did you guys come together and basically take over the world as you're doing now?
So Kyle and Kyle was home from college, and I was hanging out. I was done with school. We started jamming a lot. We were smoking weed like crazy, and writing music, hanging out, having fun. And we had a different drummer at the time. He kind of phased out real quick because he had other stuff going on. And Phil was, a good friend of both of ours. Kyle's, previously in a band with him that like toured the country as they were kids and stuff. So, Phil has been a good friend, and I was always like just amazed by his drumming. I would go out and see him play in other bands. So we had asked him to do it. He said, yeah. And we started writing music in a storage unit, and yeah.
It's always the storage unit. It'll make or break your ass in a heartbeat.
Dude, we actually got kicked out of a storage unit.
Ah, me too.
No, we've been moved out of two storage units now, so hopefully we can stay where we're at now.
Hopefully you can. Hopefully you can.
Yeah.
So I assume you're probably close to my age. I'm 42. Uh, So technically, you're probably my younger brother. I would definitely say that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
37.
yeah. So everybody at home, this is my younger brother, Mike. You know,
It's my older
oh,
brother Sky.
hey, oi.
Oi.
uh, so growing up in punk rock like I did, what is your viewpoint on how things have changed, or do you think they've changed?
Like the way the music's written, what it's about, or
Yeah,
the social stuff behind it.
actually, let's do
Because
both.
all right, well, I mean, musically, the whole friggin' thing is turned upside down. You know, like you're not really working with labels so much. You know, they do help out, but a lot of bands are doing it independently. You know, especially with the releasing of music and touring and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see a lot more bands kind of getting spotlit because they don't need so much super exposure from bigger labels. You know, so you see a lot of that cool stuff going on, you know, smaller. I just went and saw an arena show the other night and I was kind of like, you know, it was cool, it was fun, but I would much rather be in a 200 person, you know, 500 person venue and going fucking bonkers than kind of being constrained and seeing something from a distance.
Yeah,
Um, so I mean, like the DIY scene has exploded. I feel like a lot of people have gotten into it. We've been around since 2011, and like specifically in the Hudson Valley where we're from, Poughkeepsie, like there are countless bands now, and I'm like really happy to just see that it's flourished because we were playing, you know, in 2004, 5, 6 in different bands, and things were happening, but things definitely like fizzled out. There was a lot of stuff that went on that, you know, had gone on in the hardcore scene everywhere where venues were like, we're not having this shit anymore. So, you know, it's taken a long time. And I think that there's a lot of weeding out going on because of how big things are, you know, and socially, this is part of that whole thing where, you know, like you and I obviously have the same points of view. There's a lot
yeah.
of people showing up to these shows that maybe aren't as politically driven or aware of these kind of things going on. And, you know, it's cool to teach people and explain things and give them information about certain stuff, you know, because there's a lot of people who are not willing to see that kind of stuff and have fucked up viewpoints who are still into this music, you know, and you
No,
see it. You definitely see it.
I would
And
definitely agree with that.
yeah, I mean, to the point where, you know, bands are networking and a point where they're like, hey, this is a fucked up venue. This is a fucked up promoter, you know, because it's just the way it's going to be at this point. You know, you don't want to be working with people who have fucked up views. You know,
Yeah,
everyone was talking about Punk in the Park. When they were talking about Punk in the Park in Colorado, I signed a petition, and then there was Punk in the Park going across the country. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, did people not like put two and two together? This is the same exact person. And then as the dates are coming up, you know, across the country, like weeks before, people are boycotting it. Like maybe the information just isn't out there, or maybe people change their mind on certain things. But you know, we definitely got to stand together in the situations right now because the way that the political climate is, like you got way too much fucked up shit going on, and they're taking advantage of it.
I would definitely agree with that. With the whole, how to say this nicely? Fuck it, I'm not. With Christian nationalism taking over and basically destroying everything, the
And
political scene.
it's not even a real Christian nationalist. Like
No,
if you're a truly religious person and believed in that kind of stuff, you wouldn't be doing the kind of shit you're doing right now.
exactly, exactly. And like I said, or what I was going to say, I'm not bashing anybody for their religious viewpoints, uh, or
No,
your
but the Catholic Church has
spirituality.
kind of mutated a lot in the last handful of years to keep people involved in it because of how fucked up they are and historically what they've done. You know?
You're right. You're right. What I'm trying to say is, whatever helps you sleep at night, but don't use your shit as a pedestal to get your own deeds or evil deeds done and pollute everybody's fucking mind.
Right. And lie to
That's
people.
Yeah, basically lying.
Straight up
That's what.
lying. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Sorry, guys. Mike's really blunt, and that's why I love him. But I agree with you. When I was in the scene, I'm not in the scene anymore. I am, but I'm not because where I'm at, there is no scene.
Gotcha.
But I support, I support your band. I support any of the bands out there, especially with our viewpoints, 100%. I'd love to get more bands like that on this show. Hopefully that'll work out. But the simple
Try to
fact
line you
is,
up.
huh?
Definitely try to line you up with some like-minded individuals.
Hell yeah, please, by all means.
Always, always.
But when I got into the scene and when I was playing hardcore punk, it was almost like a kind of like a fad. People were playing it, but they didn't really give a damn what they were. They wrote the lyrics, they could talk the talk, but none of them actually walk the walk.
Right, you didn't
And
do what you were saying.
exactly, and that really pissed me off in several ways.
Well, it's super disingenuous. Like, it's like, why even say this stuff if this isn't really how you are, if this isn't really how you feel?
Exactly. Like I saw straight edge bands, they do their show and then afterwards they're drinking beers and smoking cigarettes. I'm like, the fuck, guys? Did you forget those X's were marked on your body for a reason?
Man.
Uh, yeah, because we all know I'm straight edge.
I mean, RBNX, we don't really drink. We smoke weed. We don't do hard drugs, like, but we don't sit there and claim straight edge either.
No, I don't claim it at all. I always say it as a joke because I smoke. So
Ripping the vape. I'm straight edge.
I'm straight edge. Never.
No, and again, respect to those people who abstain and all, but you know, really, it's healthier than being all fucked up.
Exactly.
You know.
I agree with that. I've seen a lot of good musicians go down that dark pathway, and most I've seen never return either.
Yeah, I
And that
mean,
sucks.
RBNX started, and it was definitely like a sober friends thing. Like not even realizing it was just keeping us away from doing stupid shit, basically, because we weren't the ones who were getting involved with those things. So it was kind of like two people staying away from that kind of shit, actually.
Nice, nice.
So
And
yeah,
see, before I talked to you, I had several people recommend RBNX. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to check them out, listen to the music. And I was like, God damn it, this takes me back to the good fucking days.
thank you. Of
So, no, thank you. Thank you.
course. Yeah, I mean, like we definitely have a blend of music that goes on. It's not you'd say it's punk, if you were to ask somebody, but like that's such a generalization. It's like you said, like what has punk came from, and two, like punk didn't start off super political. It
No,
became much more political as things got more and more twisted in the 80s.
no.
As much as it was like, it was more to be kind of outrageous and kind of like shocky, you know?
Yeah, definitely in the
Like
earlier stages of it.
like some of it's definitely like you listen to some of that Sex Pistol stuff, of course, but again, like a lot of it's just kind of like putting stuff in your face, you know?
Yeah, I will say probably the best hardcore show I ever saw was Most Precious Blood live.
Oh shit.
Especially when they played Shark Ethic. Holy shit! That everybody, even the bartender, was moving to it. I was like, fucking loved it. Never seen a guy like sitting there serving drinks and like fucking moshing at the same time.
That was a good time for music too. Like early
Yeah,
2000s.
that was a great time. That's when you had a lot of hardcore punk bands like branching out their sound more and including like a little bit of metal and things like that. And that's still going on. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, yes, I would say you're a punk band, but you guys do have other elements you bring into it as well that makes
Oh
it
yeah.
badass.
Oh yeah. I mean, the band that those guys played in, this is my wife coming in over here. This is Chelsea,
Hey, Chelsea.
my keeper. This is Sky and everybody on YouTube.
Hi, everybody. Just getting
Hey.
home from work. Sorry, scooting through.
We'll try not to judge you too hard on that.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
It's the punkest person I know right there.
My wife is too. I say that about my wife. She's more badass than I am.
Oh, yeah.
But
Ah,
go
lost
ahead,
my
man.
train of thought.
We were talking about what hardcore was, or what punk was, and what it's become now through the evolution.
I mean, it's definitely changed quite a bit. You know, like seeing that arena show the other night, the commercialized stuff is definitely popular radio written stuff, but there's tons of really fucking just radical out there fucking saying what they want kind of bands because they don't have major labels telling them not to say things
Yeah.
that need to
And
be said.
yeah, unfortunately, we're always going to be exempt from the mainstream. Um, it's just the nature of the beast because people don't want to hear the truth. They say they want to hear the truth, but when they hear the truth, then they don't want to hear the truth. And
No, it's too
that's,
hard. It's too hard to deal with sometimes. I mean, this whole thing is going so far down and so far backwards that it's unfathomable to know that we're at this point and thinking we're going forward.
no, we're not going forward for a while, not for a long time. It would take some serious moving, but I have to have hope somewhat, but especially for the younger generations that are behind us or ahead of, would they be behind us? Be ahead of us? Be ahead of us, maybe.
Good fucking luck, kids. Good fucking luck.
Oh shit, you're gonna need it. So you guys play a fair amount and you guys travel a fair amount.
Yeah.
Are you guys what is the future for RBNX right now? Are you guys working on material or just kind of focusing on playing shows?
So this summer was kind of a slower summer. So we kind of switched gears and we started writing music. We definitely have about a half a record written right now. We were talking about having hopefully the majority of it done before the end of the year. And we were also planning on a pretty decent length tour, at the end of the year also. So we're probably hitting most of the East Coast. Yeah.
Well, I'm in the southeast, so I'll
Well,
have to.
we'll be getting down to Florida and back. So New York to
Oh,
Florida. Yeah.
oh hell, that's yeah. I'm in Alabama, so
Uh, maybe next time. We were talking about doing some South stuff, making our way to Texas and across. But
well, hey,
we'll see.
if you guys play in Atlanta, that's not too far from me.
We
So
might get Atlanta. I know
be
we're doing a
awesome.
Georgia date.
Okay, okay, we'll see. We'll see if we can
We'll
make it
keep in
happen.
touch about it. Definitely
Oh
keep in
yeah.
touch about it. But all that stuff will probably update on our website pretty soon. Same, once that whole tour is like finalized, we're gonna have everything all, big fucking thing, laying it out and whatnot for everybody. So
Hell yeah.
I'll have enough time for everyone to, make the time for it. It'll be during the holidays too, so hopefully people have off.
Make fucking time is what people should do. Make time to support the scene. I mean, don't get me wrong, holidays are cool, but that means you've got time off and you can go do stuff and see a damn good show, and especially see a damn good band like yours.
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely an ideal time for us because we have off, and it's like you said, we're hanging out with our family. These are our best friends, so fucking
yeah.
running around in a fucking car, van, whatever. That's what we want to do.
So, what is one of the craziest stories you have being on the road?
Being on the road. This isn't for me. I don't know. I'm so desensitized. Um, you got me thinking right now.
That's what you get. You wanted
Ah,
to come on?
right? I don't know. What's the craziest thing we've seen on the road? I've seen some pretty wild maneuvers.
That works. I mean, we could
I've
take,
seen some pretty
yeah.
wild maneuvers, but you got me thinking. I mean, I've seen some pretty wild shit on the road. I'm just trying to think of what the fuck I've seen. Uh,
Uh, while you're thinking, I could tell you one thing I saw that just blew my mind. We played a show in Huntsville. This was back in 2000s, like early 2000s, and there was this really, really Like she was teeny tiny woman, but she was getting in the pit all the time. And it was when I was telling you that Most Precious Blood started playing Shark Ethic, I saw her beeline it for the pit, and she was throwing and throwing. Dude, she had to have at least knocked out 4 or 5 guys. And then my buddy was like, "Do you want to get on that?" I was like, "Hell no!" I was
You
like,
want to get in there?
"Those guys are bigger than me. If anything, like, I kind of want her to be my wife now." And true story is.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So I married the one that whoops the hell out of men in pits.
Beat him up. There you go. You got me really wondering, like the wildest thing I've seen on the road. I don't know. I've been left on the road.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
How
Mike,
the hell did
we're leaving Brockton, Massachusetts. We were playing a show for our label up there, and the guys in the band fucking bounced out, and two friends, kids of the pit. They're two Oi fans, and they actually gave me a ride home to Poughkeepsie from fucking Western Massachusetts.
holy shit. That's
Yeah,
loyalty.
yeah. Oh my god, fucking awesome people. Oi to them. Oh my god, yeah. It's not the only time. I also got left. We were on tour with our buddy Scapository. This is 2 summers ago, or about 2 years ago now, and we had gotten done with Philly, and we were all getting in the car, and they decided that they were driving out without me for whatever reason, some kind of moving gear around and all this other shit, and I was trying to hang out. And then next thing you know, I'm on the sidewalk and they're all packing up. I'm like, you got some space for me in this thing? And they don't realize that they're my only fucking ride, basically. But it was a good thing because the kid who was driving Jess actually was getting too tired. He pulled off and I drove home. The rest of the way was like another hour and a half.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So here's an important question, and I'm glad I get to ask this. What does feral mean to you?
Uh, Definitely like raw, fucking untamable. Yeah. Uh, it definitely goes to, like even if you're a sharp, you don't have to be shaving your head kind of thing. It
Yeah.
definitely like it opens up to a lot more people instead of just being skinheads, which I got a nice head of hair. I don't need to be shaving this
Well,
shit off
I
yet.
mine started disappearing, so I didn't have a choice. So
Yeah, I've always said I wanted to get like a skull tattoo, big one, but I don't know. As I get older, maybe if I start losing all of it and then I'll fucking start shaving it, then I'll go for it. But at this point, there's no reason for that yet.
So, what do you hope to bring to the hardcore community with RBNX?
I feel like we've been accomplishing what we want to be doing. We're spreading this message. We're spreading our words. We're explaining to people what's going on. Giving out information and all that kind of stuff. It shows. And then on top of that, reaching out to more people who not only are they understanding and want to be a part of it, like getting them involved in like making and starting bands and doing stuff like that. Like that. Like
Nice.
it's been really cool to actually like recently see like it sounds silly like to be like seeing people wearing your shirts. Like you're out places like people know like they're like, hey, you're so and so, and like but beyond that, they know what it's about too. So like it's fucking like they get it. And then on top of it, like the people who come up and they're like, you're the person who like got me into fucking going to shows or going and playing music, like that shit. That really makes me know that like we're doing fucking the right thing and pushing the right fucking agenda towards people.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm proud of you guys. I really am. I'm very proud of you guys. You guys are kicking ass, taking names. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys. I really can.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Scott.
No problem. No
Yeah, we
problem,
definitely
man.
got some cool stuff coming up.
Only you could share it, but I don't think you can right now, can you?
What if I couldn't show you the music because there's no lyrics to it or nothing. It'd be super raw. But I do have some information about a split live record. That's actually what we're gonna be Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got a split live record in the future with some really close friends of ours. Is what I can say.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I can say that. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far and say too much. But yeah, we definitely have a whole bunch of cool shit coming up. And everybody, please, check it out.
Nice. Is anything else you'd like to say to our audience?
Stay feral, stay smart, fucking stay safe.
Oi.
Oi. That's it.
We keep
Brother,
it short and
sister,
simple.
kin, we fucking love you. Thank you for all the support. Seriously. Without people like you, we wouldn't be doing stuff like this.
Appreciate it. Means a lot to me.
Thank you,
Means
man.
a lot to me.
For real.
Oh, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Mike from RBNX. He is my younger brother. Love him. Make sure you support the band. If you don't support the band, well, fuck you. That's my opinion. Fuck you.
That's it.
Guys, make sure you.
Good ideas. Huh?
Oh yeah. Tons of good ideas. Yeah. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you support RBNX.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
Yeah, I don't even know where it's at.
Hit the
I don't even
button.
think but you guys take it easy, keep it safe, keep your minds open.